What's up and welcome, fellow Star Wars fanatics. Welcome and thank you for joining the Sarlacc Digest podcast here, members of the RLU and Red 5 networks. I'm your new host, Chris. Dig it. We kicked Marco out. Just said, you are done, son. All right, he's not doing well, guys, so we're kind of taking over here. He's got a yeast infection on his face, so we're going to run with this.
Christ.
I thought he was going to be in here, too. I thought he was going to be ready to rip and roll, but he's not here. Oh, no. There he is. So what's going to happen is I'm going to try to trigger him all episode to try and make the Jedi Ghost appear. So what happened, Mooch?
Nice trigger. No yeast infection. I have.
All right, get the ghost back out. You're good. All right, so welcome to episode 132. Windows just 65.
Really well.
It did work really well. Yeah. Putting us 65 days away from the Book of Boba Fett. So check it out. Here's the agenda today before we get to the crew. We're talking Pulse Con. We're talking a Disney trip. We're talking an Ahsoka confer rumor, whatever the heck happened. And we'll do a random topic at the end of the night if we have time, if we don't go crazy. All right? But before we get to all that, let's talk to the crew. You guys met me. You guys met Mooch. And we've got Scott.
What's up, nerds? How's it going?
That's Scott. And we got Ernie.
Hey, guys. What's up?
That's Scott and Ernie right there. All right. Dig it. Yeah. And also, we've got our pit in the chat. Do we have people in the pit today?
We do. We've got Gavin Connors in the pit, Santo1414, Mando Mike, and I'm pretty sure my father-in-law, Don.
All right. Well, we got a small pit today, but it's going to grow, I know, right? Then also our patrons, all right, our generous donators from Patreon. Can we get a shout out there too?
Hey, thanks everybody. Thanks to all of our Patreon members that are logging in and helping us out every month. Again, we really appreciate you. We would appreciate it even more if some other folks would join us in the Patreon, join our Patreon universe. So let's give a shout out real quick to Justin the Vanilla Thunder, Mervine, Gavin Connor again, John and Brady of the Escape Pod podcast on the Red 5 Network, Crystal Lamphere, Brandon and Anya Epler, and AJ from the Forbidden Panel. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you more than you know.
Right on. Yes, we do. Now, all this lovely madness and StreamYard and stuff wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for the likes of you all. We'd still be sitting on Skype right now, all fuzzy and crap. If you want to see how it used to be, go back to our Mark Thompson interview and see how fuzzy that ended up being because we weren't patroning. Right?
No, not yet.
We weren't being patronized. Is that how that works? Yeah, that'll work. All right.
Sure.
All right, guys. Well, hey, dig this. So we had a nice talk about toys last week, and this week happened to be one of the bigger weekends for toy folks. So talk to me, fellas. You're the two I would talk to about PulseCon. What's popping?
Hey, Hasbro Pulse was this week. It was Friday and Saturday. They debuted. They finally confirmed. Well, they'd confirmed a while ago that the Rancor was coming, but they unleashed the Rancor onto all of us. $350 for a 17 and a half foot or 17 and a half inch tall Rancor monster with a 42.
But he reaches 27 inches.
His wingspan for his wings
is 42.
Is wow.
Yeah. They also unleashed a few exclusives on us, like the 3 3/4 inch Emperor.
Hold on. Let's talk the Rancor. Let's talk the Rancor.
Oh, sure.
350 bones first. Let's talk about that. Ernie, your Sentinel.
Nope.
Did you get a Sentinel?
Yes, I did.
Are you going to get a Rancor?
Sentinel's right over there.
How much was the Rancor or Sentinel?
$350.
Okay, cool. So are you getting a Rancor?
Nope.
Why?
Not yet. I got to see the stretch goals because, dude, this is a lot smaller than a Sentinel.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't even have it in hand. You knew that PulseCon was coming up, and you kept giving us 3D renders. Not only that, you can't even talk right. Oh my God, dude! Can Lenny just get off the screen? Okay, go back with Squiggy. Try and think what you're gonna do, and then come back and have a new plan. Okay, for those of you old, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, that dude is straight from Laverne and Shirley. He is Lenny.
Are you talking about
Schlemazel?
Yes, thank you.
Incorporated. Yeah. You're talking about the main guy, the guy in charge.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one who just kept repeating himself during your 40-minute presentation of a HasLab, and it wasn't. And then you said wingspan. He doesn't have wings. Okay. You showed him with a stormtrooper, not a Luke, not a Gamorrean guard, a stormtrooper. And then you snuck in there. Well, they really can't swallow it all. It only goes halfway in the mouth.
Here's the deal. I told you why they're not showing
There's
it
a
to you
joke
yet
there.
because they can't. If they show you the live one, you're going to get a view of the back where the saddle goes, and they can't show it to you yet.
That's good because that's gonna be one of the stretch goals.
It is. I'm telling you.
I gotta see the
Boba with
stretch
a
goals,
Boba with
but-
a saddle will be a stretch goal. Will you get it? If it's one stretch goal, it's Boba and the saddle. Will you get it?
If
Dude,
I
this ha-
back it, it will be on the very last day when I know what the stretch goals are and go
Yeah.
from there. Because my
But what
my
I'm saying is if
collecting,
it's just one.
my
Just one stretch goal. They
collecting,
don't do that.
my collecting is not focused around the 6-inch Star Wars Black Series.
Right,
It's
right.
not.
That makes
The
sense.
majority of my focus is 3 3/4 inch. I do have Black Series, but so I'm not backing it until I know what stretch goals are available,
Mhm.
what it's going to be.
When's
Once
it
I know
over?
what, 45 days.
That's
So I
very
think we're at
expensive.
43 now.
It's very expensive. It should have came in at $199. And they tried to say, well, the barge was $350 and the Razor Crest was $350. So here you go. Like kind of like would know you're going to pay it, and that's
Yeah, and I feel
That
like they
is
went
kind of
smaller
horrible.
each time, right? Because this barge is this
Yes.
larger than life thing. It's like as big as me, right?
the barge.
And
The
then-
barge I
and then
can
you-
say was $350.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no joke, right? And then you got the Razor Crest, which to me is like what 2/3 the size of the barge, probably.
We don't know yet. Approximately, though,
Correct.
it's
Right.
about that size.
Roughly.
But it's
And
also
then we're gonna go
wider
down
than the
again.
barge. So yeah, we're
So
going
it's
down.
girth. It's got
again.
girth, which I get. Sometimes long and thin will, short and thick will do the trick. We got it. So
Yeah, there you go.
perhaps the same.
$500 was the barge.
Oh, the
barge
barge
was
was 5.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Wow.
then. Okay.
So-
that makes sense.
Okay. As
Man,
far as the
don't mind.
Razor Crest go, though, as far as the Razor Crest goes, we also were just seeing pre-production shots of that as well. So it's not like this is something new here. So
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They really
totally
need to bring out
surprised.
their game, as we've been talking about.
I'm-
I mean,
I'll-
being
I'll be
Hascon
fair,
and the time
I-
that you had.
I clown the Sentinel. I clown the Sentinel for 350. I did.
Yeah.
So I'm going to clown the
Mhm.
Rancor for 350 too, unless
That's fair.
unless you got Bobo on a saddle. Then I'm gonna
Mhm.
right. Then I'm good.
Then
I'm
you're not.
thinking
Yeah.
Ula, Malakili. I'm thinking, I'm
Those are
thinking
all
a
simple
couple
ones that should
6-inch
be.
figures that
Yeah.
should be stretch
You're
goals.
gonna have to have Ula, Malakili, a different Gamorrean that cuts in half, something like that.
Yeah,
right?
or
Some-
what was that? Wasn't there like another Nikto or something that was with Malakili whenever he went down underneath to look
When
at
he was
Yeah.
always there.
yeah.
Yes.
So
when he was
maybe that
crying,
could-
there was a guy.
yeah.
I
was
just,
it-
I thought it was the black dude in Jabba's palace. that was
It
with
might
him.
have been
The
Yeah,
tall
it
one.
might have been.
the basketball
Yeah.
player, right? Wasn't he a basketball player?
I don't.
I believe in real life.
I don't
We
know.
I thought he
call ourselves
was.
Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, see, I
serious.
feel horrible. Is it in a book?
I thought he was there and he
I don't
was
I don't know.
gosh dang it. I can't remember the name. It's like on the tip of my tongue. I could have sworn. What wasn't he also in Conan?
I don't
Like
know.
he used to do basketball. Wasn't the one from Conan as well too?
I have no idea. I've never
Come
seen the original
on!
Conan.
I'm going to be zero help for you here.
Yeah.
So,
Uh-uh.
but Ernie, if it's only one, and we get Mando writing it, do you get it? Not Mando. If we get Boba writing it, do you get it? Not getting Boba writing
I'd have to sell a couple more pops in order to justify it.
it. That's fair. That's
Like I
fair.
sold pops to get Galactus.
Well, that's kind of what you
Um,
got to do to get. Like Scott does that all the time, right? He recycles the ones
Like-
and then
Yeah.
buys new. Yeah.
like that. I get that, Mooch is saying insta buy and like this, and a lot of people were. It's just in this what we talked about last week. In this day and age of collecting, you need to make choices.
Yeah.
And for a Hascon and everything like that, it was very just lackluster. And I get everything that Mando Mike is saying. It's just production, it's pre-designed or anything like that. But we've had these teases, like you had everything up to it. I'd have to
Right.
say that G.I. Joe stole the show. They came with great figures and characters, and they did their own HasLab. They
Which I'm
showed
still
you
not buying.
in their hand, but they showed it to you, and they gave you the stretch goals.
They showed it
All
to
right.
you
Here you go.
because they've already made it. It's the same mold as the original Sky Striker.
All right, let me
There's
bring this
no
back though,
changes.
because here's what we're gonna do: is we're gonna bitch about this HasLab for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring it back. Okay.
Okay.
What was cool about HasLab? What did you got? Well, not HasLab, Pulse Con. What was cool about it?
I really enjoyed the fact that I was able to log in and get all the exclusives without any hassle. I was able to get my Dave Filoni figure. I was able to get my my Cantina aliens and my Zartan. So I'm happy, man.
Well, so they figured something out that nobody else could figure out how to beat bots
Same.
and have things available.
Shocking.
I hope so. because
We've already been charged.
Okay,
so we've already been charged, so they should be shipping out in the next couple weeks.
Well, here's my thing. It also changed. I don't know if you noticed this, Scott, how early you did, or if you heard. I heard from other people. I was getting a lot of messages. So then people were charged. Some people were exactly what you said, hoping for that. But then it also switched to a pre-order status later.
Does.
So Zartan was like that. So some people will have to wait. But that was good. That's still good to me. That was cool because I got that too.
And they're planning on making more, so that's cool.
That was the plus. G.I. Joe was a plus over to me than Star Wars because I didn't like what they revealed. I finally got an old Boba. I couldn't pre-order it. That's the excitement of that. They show you and then you get to go pre-order. And then he says, we can't because we're trying to make it a fun, friendly pre-order for you. So it's not yet. And it will come out in summer 2022. That's for the very first Boba. That's kind of depressing.
Well, the first one I got to figure there's one coming out in December, right around there. So. You got to figure. You
definitely think so. But one of the other positives was the Cobb Vanth figure that's coming out. I mean, that figure looks incredible, and I'm very excited to get that one. I'm not sure.
Do you believe he's a deluxe though?
I'm not sure if it quite qualifies as a deluxe, is what I was saying, but it's a cool looking figure. So he does. His head sculpt looks great. I mean, they got the paint
great tech over there that they're using and everything like that. I just I can't justify a $35 figure.
That's good because he's only 32. So
oh my god, whatever it may be. I didn't know you don't get taxed where you are.
That seems really weird that it would be a figure like that, right? Because Cobb Vanth, I think, is kind of a deep cut. Right, so like we all care that Cobb Vanth exists. The regular fan that watched Mandalorian forgot about Cobb Vanth when he left.
No,
he no longer has Boba's armor. He's nothing to anybody anymore. He's gone. Right.
There was a picture floating around of Cad Bane.
I know, with
in a box with all his head broken down, his arms and his legs, and it says a brand new deluxe Cad Bane coming out. I love that. So you're right. It is clowning. Cool to us, but that sucks as to get him in that way.
Yeah, that kind of character is what I mean. That character shouldn't be a deluxe because not everybody's going to go for that character. That should be a really common character. Right.
I think they did it because he does have a big fan base, but for his Western stuff, for like the other stuff that he does, you know what I mean? And he's popular in that sense. I was trying to justify it as well. I know Bravo's in the chat and he's in the pit. And like I agree with that. It should have came with some effects, some deluxe stuff.
Yeah.
That would have made sense. Yeah. All right. Star Wars. How'd you feel about the 3 3/4 stuff?
I was very happy with like half of the 3 3/4 inch stuff. Like I finally able to get the vintage collection Ahsoka, the number 102, the one that I missed out on. Plus, I like the Rebel Fleet Trooper collection. I thought that was a really cool add-on where you can get, I think it's like 4 or 5 Rebel Fleet Troopers. So very excited about that. The retro figures, which debuted a couple weeks before, I'm excited about those. But pretty much everything else in vintage collection was like, okay, cool. There's a Mace Windu coming. There's an Obi-Wan.
It just seemed like some basic stuff, and then a whole lot of Mandalorian on the Black Series, right? Because didn't we get a Mayfield too?
Yeah, Mayfield's coming. There's the vintage collection Navarro 3 3/4 inch Cantina playset.
That's right.
That one looks pretty cool. It's again one of those build a play sets where you get like 3/4 of, or you get like half a wall, and you have to build buy multiples to build it.
Yeah.
That's getting old fast. That's gotten old fast.
Yeah,
right? That's
I think it hit its stride with the hallway from the Tantive, but all the others.
But that's one that makes total sense.
Yes,
right. I want more hallway. I can do a lot of stuff with that. To have more Cantina doesn't make any sense. Just give me the Cantina.
Yeah.
All right. How about those? The Hux had a new face, didn't he?
Yeah, for the Disneyland set. There's going to be 3 new Disneyland sets. 2 of them are the I think there's like 3 figures and a couple of accessories, like full scale 6-inch figures. And then the third set is going to be like a little alien set for a cheaper price, because the 3 packs are like $75, aren't they, Ernie?
Yes.
Yeah, $75.
$75.
Hux, the First Order AT-AT pilot, which you only see him in the Rise of the Resistance, and yeah, some droid. I don't remember which droid. It was.
Oh, that's
The
garbage.
black and red one, the one that's at the front of your car.
There we go. Yeah.
Because I really want a new Hux, but I'm not going to pay $75 for a new Hux.
No,
Correct.
And then the other one, though, the other one's I'm not interested in at all. It's droids.
Nope.
It's like the B1 droid, which we just got. What else was it? It was like
K2SO, everything
K2SO,
that is
but a
not
different paint job.
at Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
Like those aren't there, and like that.
Unless
and
we're
then
getting a preview. I doubt it though.
Yeah, exactly. But that's another $75 buy too. The same thing of that was like all repacks basically.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
of what they were doing.
The alien was
creature
kind of cool because you get Salacious Crumb and you get the little blue version of Salacious Crumb.
You get both versions.
A couple of porgs.
You get a Loth Cat.
Loth Cat.
That's cool.
That is
cool.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
I'm going for the creature pack. Yeah, sitting down.
Okay.
In the upright position.
All right. I thought that was one of those weird creatures that came with what's his name from Fallen Order.
So that's really cool.
Cool.
I want the Hux just for a better Hux, but yeah, I'm not going to pay $75.
Maybe that one out of all of them, maybe that one will come out on a card by itself.
Those multi-packs the past multi-packs have all been released on individual card backs through Target.
Correct.
And I was thinking that, but they're such odd figures with them. Like that droid is an odd, right? And the AT-AT driver feels odd, and then all the little mini porgs and crap.
I think the AT-AT. I think the AT-AT pilot and Hux. I definitely think we'll probably get the. I definitely probably think we'll get those.
I need a.
We got Mark. We're counting Marco's triggers too. We got
all those figures that were announced for the Galaxy's Edge are found in the Galaxy's Edge, either on the Rise of Resistance ride, Droid Depot. So they're not from the movies; they're from there. Okay, I'm out.
Droid Depot falling apart and in there.
Except the B1. I don't remember seeing a B1 anywhere in Galaxy's Edge.
There's a battle droid in there?
Probably the ride. Yeah, but no battle droid. All right.
This works. This is working.
Yeah, it does. I like Marco better when he just pops in.
Ouch.
Yeah. Unfortunately, once again, I wasn't.
Wow.
But three triggers. Got it.
All
right. Well, you know what? Speaking of, since we're on a Disney kick right now, let's just change gears a bit. Scott, I know you went to Batu this week,
I
right?
did. Yes, I did.
But we know how Batu is. We all talk about Batu. You went to the sister company, the other side of the world.
I did.
You went to Earth.
I went to the Avengers campus.
So like Marvel Land, as everybody calls it, Star Wars Land. So Marvel Land.
Marvel
Land.
That was
Marvel Land.
It sucked. It was, and I don't mean that because I enjoy the Marvel movies. I really do. I read Marvel comics. I've got a whole lot of Marvel comics over there. It was so lackluster. You go there. Okay, first off, it was 1:00. I got on the app. I got the virtual queue pass to go to the Web Slingers, the Spider-Man Web Slingers ride. And I'm like, sweet, cool, can't wait to go. Get our time. It says go now. So I'm like, shit, let's go. So we roll on over to California Adventure. We get there. We're walking up, and there is a line that goes from the entrance and wraps all the way out into like where the winery is. So it's a really long ass line. And I'm like, this can't be the line. Whenever you get called at Batu, you just kind of walk right in, and you're in line for maybe 10, 15 minutes, and then you're on the ride. But here I am outside and we're waiting for about 30 to 45 minutes in this line that just keeps going and going and going. And then you get on the ride, and it's kind of like Midway Mania, where you're like aiming at things and pulling things, and you're trying to shoot targets, but you're doing it in a virtual environment where you've got nothing in your hands, but you're supposed to fling your arms around like you're shooting webs. So you don't know what you're aiming at. You don't know what you're shooting. And it got to the point where I'm just flinging my arms around just nonsensically, and I'm hitting things. I got a great score, but we walked off the ride going, that's it. I
like to humble brag. I got a great score. But we got off of real fast.
Right,
I did.
Right. I smoked all the little kids over there thinking they were tough shit.
Actually, Julie got the high score in the car. She was kicking ass, and we get off, and she's like, I don't know what I was shooting at. And I'm like, I don't know.
She was smacking you the whole time.
Probably.
Throwing hands and hitting shit. Ernie, have you been to it?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Scott.
Then you've got the Avengers headquarters, which is empty. You've got a whole bunch of meet and greet areas that are empty. You've got a restaurant or two that are full, so you can't get in there. But I don't know. There was. It felt, whenever you go to Batuu, it is a fully immersive experience where you are in the universe. You know, you are in Star Wars. You go to Marvel and you're in New York, and it's like, it's what it feels like. It feels like a Universal Studios ride.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Because it's more of a, they have stage shows everywhere. Spider-Man. So when you go into your app and then you hit Marvel Land and you can see and you hit the stuff there, it tells you when everybody has a show. So Doctor Strange has a show, Spider-Man has a show, Thor shows up, they fight above the campus of the Avengers thing.
Loki
like
great.
that. It was supposed to be a time before COVID. So you can have all these close-up meet and greets. It's exactly like Scott's saying, is because now you just have this open area is what you do.
Right.
I wish they would have listened to me and did my ideas. It would have worked out well for little kids. You should have kept Bugs Land, because Marvel to me is like a little kid thing now. Star Wars has been when we started and we're older now and we love the immersive feeling, but people still get to grow up to it. As far as comics and the Marvel of now, these kids really grow into that. And like the little more kiddie stuff would have been cool like that. So if you kept Bugs Land and you actually shrunk PIM technology and you changed them into a shrinking thing to get secretly into the campus, you could have kept all those rides, changed them up, and it would have worked.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Because you're right. You do have that ride and it's cool, but then it's also, to me, it felt very marketing, because what you shoot are the spider bots, which then you can buy outside for $120.
Shut the hell up.
No,
and control it and everything. So
there's two really big stores, but the big store, the ones in the studio backlot, it whenever I walked in, I'm like, this is Comic-Con. This is a Comic-Con floor display. Everything here, you can buy Stormbreaker and you can buy Ant-Man's helmet and you can buy all these action figures and all these statues and all these comics and graphic novels. I'm like, I feel like I'm at Comic-Con right now at the Marvel booth, and it's lit all dramatically like that. And honestly, the store was the coolest part. And I'm not buying anything here. So we spent about, I don't know, an hour there, including the ride. And we're like, okay, let's go find something else to do.
Yeah, it's
let's
a show zone.
Yeah.
Well, it's a show zone, and that's cool if you're way into Marvel, but then once you see it, you're done.
Yeah. Once you see in the shows, you're kind of done. Universal, when we go to Universal, which is only like once every several years, because once you've seen it, right?
Yep.
It's the same thing. And once you see Waterworld, you've seen Waterworld, you know, and it's always the same. So that is kind of weird for them to pull that move, because you would think all the money they have in it, you would just do a whole new thing, right? Not change Tower of Terror.
It needed a whole ride. Well, they do
Tower
incorporate
Terror,
Guardians into it.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
Tower of Terror is great.
What I mean is they could have made their own stuff instead of taking something else. They should have.
And so that's behind it, but we've already had that. So that isn't like a reveal to go along with it, because we've had it. So I mean, technically there is the two rides, but it seems like it needs more and the other. The only thing that's way cool, but it's only if you go to Oogie Boogie Bash, is they actually released Cap Zombie this week. Zombie Cap from What If, and he looks great. It's not a mask, it's all makeup. He's great. He's scaring people, which is way out of Disney's norm, which is awesome. And I loved it. He looked great. And I think that does work for that behind the chains meet and greet. But I agree with Scott. It needs something else, because it is just a show place, you know, and that's all you see.
Well, apparently Avengers headquarters is supposed to turn into some kind of like the Quinjet ride or something like that. But who knows when that's supposed to open? I don't know. And I couldn't find anybody to confirm that either. So,
right. Well, I'll tell you what, I just wanted to see the vibe on YouTube, since I know how it is with Batuu, and I know how the tears were and the chills were and everything else, but it's nothing like that in the Marvel Land. I just wanted to see. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that at all, where still Batuu is to everybody, right? So just wanted to make that point yet again for the umpteenth million time that Star Wars is dope. All right. So this week we got some rumors, okay?
That's
confirmed
right.
rumors, rumor confirmations, whatever. Okay, so we saw that we've known for a while that Hayden's been rumored to be in a lot of stuff, right? We know Hayden was coming back, and we talked about him being possibly in Ahsoka and possibly in Obi-Wan, and all this that he fits. He could do flashbacks.
Well, definitely
like
in
that,
Obi-Wan.
right?
Definitely
right.
in Obi-Wan. Yeah.
So then it comes out this week that Rosario Dawson on her Twitter or her Instagram, Ernie, was it?
It was Twitter, but repeated everywhere. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I saw it on
Sky
Instagram.
Guy.
Yes.
Got it. Recasted from Twitter.
Yes.
So it says, "Hey, Sky Guy, they're on to us." Basically, snips. Right? Oh well,
they know.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So as long as it hasn't been debunked, it hasn't been anything. She didn't come out saying it's not. It all seems fine and dandy, right? And is the tweet gone?
Oh yeah.
Right. So
it was all gone when Marco was like, "I think this was fake," and I tried to go
Yeah.
back. It was really weird. It was Hollywood Reporter who supposedly got to say it first.
Yeah.
And then it went everywhere from there. But I did see hers on her page. Like there isn't a fake one or anything. And Marco was like, "There's no check mark."
Yeah,
and
there was no blue check mark on it.
Weird. And then you go back to it and it was. And then I saw other people's pictures and it was there.
And then sometimes it's on
there.
Right. I was looking around.
I'm here. Yeah. So I just want to put this. So Instagram has blue check marks and Twitter has the white check marks, and every single post was wrong. Everybody that was copy and pasting the post from Rosario Dawson, they all were wrong. They were like, "This is from Twitter, but it had a blue check mark, which is not correct." And then we will go back and see the Instagram one where it had no check mark. So yeah, it's everywhere, but I don't know. I don't think it's. I don't know.
Okay, Marco. Okay. It works every time. This needs to be a recurring thing.
I say it is because like nothing else was shown, and like major people have ran with it. Like,
it is, and it's okay. Obviously, and we all know this. We stand by always. Nothing's official till it's on StarWars.com or somebody official.
Correct.
But having Rosario Dawson say something that slick right there on that, it's. I mean, it could have been sarcastic. You could play it off, but I don't think she would have done that. Right. I also don't think. Why would she even put that there? Oh, here's the madness. What drives me nuts. This just drives me nuts. Fans. Oh, she shouldn't be tweeting that anyway. That's for Ashley.
Oh, geez.
Stop. I swear to God, that wasn't like a one-person thing. That was like a many people's thing. And I was like, stop. It's a character, people. This is when people have trouble in life, right?
Yeah.
I'm rewatching Mando right now, and that just came up yesterday, was that episode, and how great that was.
Fantastic.
And then I thought of you when she says, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Like, I think she just did good. There's differences everywhere. Look at the Spider-Man we have.
Yeah.
There's Toby, Garfield, like...
These guys share the character of different times in their age. It makes sense. And I'm sorry, we met Ashley Eckstein. I'm a big guy, but Ashley Eckstein is a third of my size. You need a
She'd have to wear Tom Cruise lifts for sure.
Like straight up stilts. You know? I mean, Ahsoka comes off to me as kind of tall now. At least above average height for a human female, I'd say. Right, which I think would be more Rosario Dawson. It makes sense, but people are so amped about that. I mean, worked up about that. You know what I mean? Weird. But anyway, we want to talk about that for a minute. So obviously, do you think it's going to be flashbacks or Force Ghosts? I think Force Ghosts, and I think that everybody that complains about the special editions can't do it anymore once he shows up in Ahsoka, because then
as a Force Ghost,
because then it makes sense, right? Getting rid of Sebastian Shaw and putting in Hayden at the end of Return of the Jedi, all of a sudden, and he shows up in Ahsoka. Now it all makes sense.
Yeah,
you'd have to be that guy. It wouldn't make sense to have him now.
Correct.
Like Lucas knew this 20 years ago.
Yeah. No, I'm of the mind that it's going to be flashbacks. I do think I would like to see it. I would like to see excerpts from an adventure that they had together in their younger years, and I think a flashback. Though Star Wars isn't necessarily known for massive flashbacks, we have had a few. I mean, The Last Jedi was rife with them. But, I wouldn't mind seeing some Ahsoka and Anakin fighting back-to-back, side by side with each other against some battle droids or something. I think that would be incredible if we saw that. Or flashbacks to her trial or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so here was my thought on the whole, everything that you guys just totally talked about. So watching back with Mando, we did have flashbacks there of his childhood. Remember, we didn't know about the droids. The very end, then you get the whole story.
Yep.
The droid, the everything. So in that Ahsoka episode, she is talking about how you can lose it. I've seen it happen. one's close to you, when she was talking about she couldn't train Grogu and like that. So I'm coming in. So imagine if they just, he's just like, oh, Filoni is just like, oh, screw everybody. Watch this. He does do a flashback, and he brings back Hayden as Anakin in that. And because it's a younger flashback, he throws Ashley in there as little Ahsoka.
Aw.
If it goes that far back, it would have to go like to the movie back, right? Like the first 2 seasons back.
Because if you remember, she was pretty young and like that and grew, and we always still had that Anakin. You know what I mean? Which would be him.
I would see her versus me size-wise, right? I'm assuming myself being the same size as Hayden is what I'm just right, roughly. I would think she would be movie or season 1 or 2 Ahsoka would be okay. I think that would work if they went back that far. That'd be cool. That'd be a cool way to get her in too.
As correct. Here you go. Here she is. So we'll see. I mean, I hope. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know where the Ahsoka story is going. So hearing that he's here really throws us in a loop as far as, okay, what are they going to do?
Yeah, that's why I kind of vibe on the I like the Force Ghost Anakin idea, because we kind of always try we always think there's going to be flashbacks. But to your point, the sequels do have flashbacks in every single one of them, right? A Mandalorian has flashbacks throughout it. So I mean, it's not like it's Rogue One starts off in a flashback, right? So it's like we could totally.
And Rogue One has a flashback in the middle of it too, or not in the middle. Whenever she's on the whenever she's in the prison ship, she has a flashback to her dad on Coruscant.
Yes.
Yep, you're right. So
talking,
it's like
when they were talking, right? Yeah.
So there are more flashbacks. So I mean, I can see that happening now, especially in its series. To be honest, it's more room for flashbacks. I think I just want to see a Force Ghost. Damn it, we don't get enough Force Ghosts anymore. The Luke we got. Honestly, if we're ever gonna bitch about a Luke we got, the Force Ghost Luke is the one I'm upset about. Because number one, he didn't look like a great Force Ghost. It looked really bad CGI compared to the 1983 CGI or 80 CGI we got with the very first Obi-Wan, right?
Yeah, you're supposed to be blue, right?
Yeah,
I love the fact that they kept his right hand off screen so nobody could bitch about the fact that it was either real or robotic. If you watch it again, everything he does with his left hand.
Oh, that is funny.
He does not use his right hand. He doesn't show his right hand. He keeps it underneath the cape.
So we can't even question why it didn't bang or anything when he disappeared. That's
J.J. Abrams is like, you know what? I don't want to hear about it. Just keep your damn hand in your cloak.
He's all these a-holes. You know what they're going to do for reals.
Watch it again. As awkward as, because some of those scenes are awkward. He catches the lightsaber with his left hand. He's walking around with it in his left hand. He puts his right hand in his cloak. It's
a super awkward Luke.
It probably happened there on set. So is this a robot hand? Is this going to be CGI? Oh, just do everything with your other hand. Yeah.
I don't want to hear about it.
They were talking about it late on a Friday, right? They were shooting a shot for the 18th time.
Right.
Just get rid of the hand.
Yeah.
Funny.
You don't have to do anything.
That's the only Luke I have a problem with. I don't mind whiny young Luke. I don't mind grumpy old hermit Luke. But for some reason, Force Ghost Luke just doesn't jive like everybody else does. Right?
As much as we wanted to see it too. As much as we wanted to see Luke, whenever he finally shows up as a Force Ghost, it didn't flow.
Yeah, seriously, did not flow.
No.
Bravo was saying how he just wants to see a hardcore Vader. I would like that too. Like, even if we just knew that was Hayden in there, like,
that's what we've got Obi-Wan for, though. That's why we've got the Obi-Wan series coming out.
See, but we don't even know what's going to happen in Obi-Wan.
I think we're going to see some vicious Vader in Obi-Wan, whether it be against Obi-Wan or against somebody else. I think we'll see some. From now on, when we see Vader, I'm assuming we're going to see some kind of craziness, because you can't go. Have we seen Vader? No, since Rogue One.
Not since Rogue One. No.
So yeah, it's time. And you can't go backwards. Once you see Vader do that, you got to go forward.
Yep,
correct.
And everything we saw with him,
like that,
and all of his Rebels Vader was awesome, right? From the AT-ST off of him to rising up with a TIE fighter on top of a TIE fighter. Vader has been badass every time we've seen him lately, so you can't go backwards. Right on. Agreed. All right, so where are we at here in the show? 20 minutes left, guys. You want to play a little just random top line talk crap?
Let's do this.
No games, no BS. I was thinking today on my drive home, because I was stuck in traffic and it sucks. Right? I was just thinking about characters that we all know of, that we've either made up backstories to or have no backstory to that we want a backstory to. Like, I was just trying to think, like right now, Grogu. I would like more Grogu backstory, but they kind of just planted him in our lives, and we're more worried about what's going to happen to him in the future, right? So like we're thinking, is he with Luke? Is he going to get trained? Is he going to die? I want to know about the last 50 years and what the hell he's been doing. And remember, we had brought this up during season 1 of Mandalorian. I want to know how he got with the Nikto, right? Or the Klaatu. I don't know which one it was. Whichever they were in the beginning there. How did he get with them in the first place? I want Grogu's backstory. Are there characters like that within Star Wars right now that we don't have backstories to that you guys think, oh, that would be a dope one to have a backstory to? And this is off the spot, guys. So this is like spinning a wheel.
I mean, for me, I would love more backstory on Asajj Ventress. We've got little tidbits, we've got little bits and pieces, but I would love to know the full story, the full unabridged story of Asajj and where she came from, how she got to where she is.
Well, see, Asajj was a death. Okay, we'll move on. Yes, okay, Asajj, good answer. Good answer. Ernie?
The Night Sisters. I like the Grogu thing. Again, just because of the rewatch and everything. So Ahsoka says that he was trained by all these masters and everything.
Yeah.
At the temple.
Right.
So yeah,
like Yoda did with all those little kids.
Correct. And then she says Master Yoda, and I was like, when you rewatch it so much, you try and look for all these like hints or anything that we may have missed. So when she says Master Yoda and like that, like I wanted to see like, does he perk up in the back? Does he anything? The ears go out or anything, and there's nothing. So I don't know, but that's just going on to yours because I thought about that. But mine is with Bo-Katan and Casca and those. So what happened
Casca
during
would
this?
Be cool.
During this purge, she really seemed to be hers. And I had to watch again because of what you guys were talking about of what happened to her, how she wasn't supposed to come back.
I messed that up.
That was no, it's pretty funny because she did get hit and fell to the ground with a big thump, like you're saying, and then she's in the next shot.
Oh, see, it was Bo-Katan. Yeah, Bo-Katan got blasted. I thought Casca got blasted in the.
Oh wait, that wasn't Casca.
It was Bo, and I watched it again. I forget which one of the Red 5 folks told me, and I was like, "Oh snap!" So I went back and watched it right then to clear myself because I didn't
right after Mando jumps in front of Grogu, that part.
It was Bo the whole time because I was watching it because you have to. She's on the monitors the whole time. She's the one talking, and she paused. She says, "A Jedi." And that's the spot where she got shot from. So,
hey, Marco, could you highlight Cliff's comment? Because I agree with comment.
Summon him.
There we go.
Moff Gideon.
I was
my
gonna,
bad. And this is actually that was actually my character too that Cliff stole. So I'm out.
Yeah. No, I like that. Moff Gideon background would be we don't know jack about Moff Gideon.
No.
We don't even know honestly if he was an Imperial. Right? This dude could have come in, he could have been a warlord somewhere and just taken somebody's Imperial get up and just taken over. We know jack about Gideon. What I do know about Gideon is he's very Thrawn-like, right? He knows everything before it happens. He knows the story. I already know you're out of weapons and you're out of your gauntlets empty. I know you came with Bo-Katan. I know this. He
name dropped Din. I mean, he was the first one to say Din Djarin.
Yeah, they said that he was the one who was part of all of the registering and everything. That's why he knew everybody's name.
Yeah, but he'd have to remember it and know things and know about he said you're out of ammo. He's very smart, very meticulous, like a Thrawn protege. I want to know where he came from.
Where did he get the dark saber? That's what I was saying. And he's laughing when Din has it. She can't take it from you. She can't.
Yeah, and he knows the whole story.
Yeah, right. He knows a lot of background.
Speaking of which, I held the darksaber in my hands at Disneyland. The one from Galaxy's Edge is garbage. I'm gonna wait for the black series. No,
really?
Not at all. The light effects on it were terrible. Couldn't even hear the sound effects on it. Just didn't work for me. I'm gonna wait for the Black Series one.
The one I had is pretty cool. Yeah.
So how long do you think he's had the black saber? Or dark saber? When can we think of the dark saber making an appearance? Rebels
was the last time it made an appearance, and it went over to Bo-Katan. It went to Bo-Katan. So
okay.
Sometime between 2 years before A New Hope and 6 years after Return of the Jedi, somewhere in that time she lost it.
And that great purge story.
Yeah.
where the Empire comes and takes over Mandalore.
We're in the middle of
the
the
Beskar.
Mandalorian. Yeah, we're in the middle of the Mandalorian saga here. You know we're gonna get this story, right? I mean, right? We got to get it, right?
Of what happened.
We
Right.
have to.
I'm trying to. He must not have beat her in battle because he would be ruling Mandalore.
Well, he carries it.
They
He is
took
ruling
over.
Mandalore. I mean,
They took over. That was the purge.
But does that make him leading it? Does that make him lead it? But the purge
Yes.
was. But when
If
was
he
the
has
purge?
it.
Was the purge post, like Clone Wars, or post Return of the Jedi?
it's got to be post Clone Wars. I'm
Clone
thinking.
Wars.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
That's what I
got to
thought
be.
too.
It's got to be. Yeah, after it's got because Mandalore is pretty much dead in Rebels. Mandalore is just they're scattered to the wind. You've got Death Watch and you've got the owls. What are the night owls?
Yeah.
So on separate areas, vying for control of Mandalore. And they're fighting on a world that isn't Mandalore. So I mean, I don't know what happened to the actual world of Mandalore. Somewhere in there,
because Fett makes fun of it, saying it's a what do you call it? Not an ashtray or a dump or a junkyard, maybe junkyard,
dead
something
world,
like that. Dead world, ash heap, some crap. He was bad about.
There's
Mandalore.
nothing coming from there, and so did Din. Din said the same thing, as far as there's nothing.
I think
nothing
Din
ever
called
comes
it a
good
dead
from there.
world. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Boba was dogging them.
So it's a dead world. We know that the purge would have probably taken place already between Rebels and Clone Wars, and the Darksaber exists after the purge. So Gideon's already been there.
Yes.
During the purge, we think, right? Unless the purge is post Rebels somehow. I mean, the Empire is alive and strong post Rebels until Return of the Jedi. Maybe the purge is a lot later than we think. No, because the purge, I don't think. Damn, it's really tough to figure out because the purge happened when right around Din was a kid, right?
We don't know. Honestly, if he got the Darksaber during the purge, then it was after Din was a kid. It would have been after. It would have been after Rebels. It would have been after Rebels because Bo-Katan in Rebels had the Darksaber.
Yeah,
and
so
Rebels was 2 to 3. That happened 2 to 3 years before A New Hope. Right. So the purge had to have been somewhere in that time or before that, and he took it for I don't know.
So the purge could be during original trilogy time. Then we're just missing stuff in the background. That's kind of cool.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
Yeah, I've never really thought about having the purge take place that close to our heroes. You know, like in the back end happening. That's kind of
pretty
neat.
cool, though. Wow.
Yeah. Huh. So, hey, watch this.
Yes.
Thank you, Marco.
Yes.
Can you highlight Scott's last one right there?
Bravos.
Cara Dune?
All right. Now, I did hear a rumor about this, but I didn't see it anywhere official. Did you guys hear this?
Yes, I did too.
Yeah, I heard it, but then I seen a whole bunch of her other stuff got canceled, and she's still posting like she posts. So I'm not sure that this would happen. I've not seen any kind of official word on it.
I just don't care anymore.
Yeah, well, I don't care. We got to put her in her place wherever she's going to be, right?
Well, if she shows up, she shows up. If she doesn't, then cool, whatever.
You're no fun,
her
Scott.
Alderaan story.
Let's have more of a discussion than fuck it.
Yeah. I like her Alderaan story. I would like to see her back. I mean, everybody has their own thoughts and political views and everything else like that. She was a Star Wars character.
Oh yeah,
have her do that.
Hey,
she didn't do anything illegal. So
that's the first comment from Henry Wolf that I agree with. Adrian Paul should be a Jedi. I would like that. I would like Adrian Paul as a Jedi. That would be.
Who's Adrian
cool.
Paul?
Highlander.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, Highlander.
Gotcha.
One of the Highlanders. Yeah.
Jeez,
man.
You know, I almost put that on the other day, Scott, per your advice, right?
Highlander? It's a terrible movie. I love it.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
Awful. I love it.
And I went to go watch it, and then I stopped myself. And I don't know what I watched. It might have been Black Widow again, which, by the way, is gold. I don't know how the hell that happened. But
Adrian Paul is the TV version of Highlander, which he's fantastic. The movie Highlander it's fun. It's a fun movie. There's a lot of really cool imagery in it, but it's dumb. I love it.
That's funny.
Hey, I got a question.
Sure.
Real quick. Bravo's been on fire tonight, and he's jumping in with his backstory. He said a backstory of her would be legit, especially as a drop trooper.
That'd be cool.
Okay, take away my Star Wars card here. but I really, my head goes back and forth here with Timeline and Rebel and Galactic Empire. Was she a stormtrooper?
No, she
No,
was a
she was
shock.
on a-
She was a rebel shock trooper.
Rebel
See,
shock trooper.
Rebel shock trooper.
Yeah.
See, every time they say shock trooper, I'm thinking
You
red
think
shock
of the
trooper.
red helmet?
Yes.
Red clone. Yeah.
And then she turned to the rebel side.
Yeah.
So
No,
that's
she was
not
a
it.
rebel shock trooper. Yeah.
Yeah, rebel shock.
That's why he said about the gun, the cannon. He's all when the cannon took away so many of your brothers or sisters or whatever, or so many of your people. When she was a rebel shock trooper, paratrooper, shock trooper.
Yeah,
Oh.
she's from Alderaan, and her people were destroyed. That's why she joined
We know.
the Rebel Alliance.
Go away.
Oh, sorry. Boom. Go.
Well,
Go.
what did I say wrong?
Mooch is really just in
just
dad
heard
mode tonight,
backwards.
just
That's
to
her
correct
backstory.
everything tonight.
That's her backstory. Get
We
it
already
right.
Sorry,
covered that.
Bravo.
But we don't
Sorry,
know.
we're trying to make the pit official over in here. Marco's like, can we just get him out? Is this
Yeah.
comment is false?
Yeah. I got
Comment
Scott
is
and Mark.
false.
Scott's I don't give a F, and Marco's all false. What's wrong
Yeah.
with these two today? What's
Right,
going
I
on?
know. I'm trying to have a show here.
We're
Trying to incorporate everybody.
trying to conversate.
Yes.
Being all crazy. Good
No,
Lord.
Adrian Paul though, he would make an amazing Ronin if they were to do a live action version of the Ronin from the Visions.
Is
That
he
dude
Asian?
would make an amazing. We don't talk about that.
Well, don't
No, but he is
whitewash it.
very-
I know it's
he-
2021, man. Come on.
Watch Highlander, you'd know. They kind of moving
Can't
on.
do that anymore. These guys need me. Look at Marco in the chat. Marco, highlight you.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at this, man. These guys know what I'm talking about.
We're all right. We're good. We're rolling. All right. So dig it.
Jeez.
So I think that's cut everything. Anything else going on, guys? You guys hear anything else around the webs?
Just the usual, bitching and complaining. You know,
Why don't we have the Boba Fett trailer yet?
Why don't we have the Boba Fett trailer? It's coming soon, man. What did we say? November 12th. November 12th.
That
On Disney
day.
Plus Day, it's gonna pop, dude. That's gonna be the day. Why confirmed from the Starlight Digest. November 12th. We will have.
we are going to be moving to Wednesdays again, though. Is it December 1st, Marco?
December 1st.
I think it's December 1st.
Yes, December 1st, the Starlight Digest will be on Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
He's so much better without a video. Like we should keep him on radio.
Wow, that is so rude.
I
He
told-
just
I-
left. You upset
yeah.
him. Look at that.
I hate
He's
you.
back. I know. I know. All right.
Oh, Jesus
So-
Christ, Cliff, Kathleen Kennedy getting fired soon too. At least once a week, Cliff. At least
There
once
you
a
go.
week she's fired. Yeah.
All right, guys. So we'll tell you what. We're gonna wrap it up here. We're gonna keep it short. We're gonna keep it sweet. We kept it at 50 minutes, under an hour, because we're awesome.
So you don't want to talk about
tell you
G.I.
what.
Joe? We could talk G.I. Joe for a little.
Dude, Storm Shadow.
Let's do it. Let's go around. When we go around the horn, we can go free for all. Free,
Finally.
just
Okay.
free,
All right.
free ball it. And you go
Say
loose.
your favorite thing out of Hascon. My favorite thing out of Hascon was Storm Shadow. Finally.
Go do whatever you want. You can talk about HasCon now, PulseCon. Do it.
Go for it,
Finally.
Fett. Go for it, Fett.
Finally,
Do
man.
it.
Hascon was awesome. Okay, Star Wars was there. I'm still wanting more out of Star Wars. Please give me more out of Star Wars. Power
They need a
Rangers,
new
not a
king.
huge fan on. Yes, they do. Because, like I said, G.I. Joe knocked it out, man. They gave us stuff too. That stuff at Target. We have more Target exclusives. If you like Python Patrol, there you go.
don't.
Lots of people don't. See?
Yeah.
There you go. So
I didn't order those, so everybody else could order them.
I do
That
see
was-
tons of GI Joe at the store now.
and that
Like,
was up
tons of it.
forever. They got Spirit coming out, Storm Shadow. I did get my Zartan. I was very, very happy about that. That was what I was
Yep.
most excited for. We have a Croc Hunter coming
Spirit.
out.
How about Spirit?
He's
Spirit
hot.
of Freedom
Yeah, Spirit's
looks
dope.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spirit looks amazing.
I'm very happy that they went with the original classic design of Storm Shadow, because the original concept art that they had him with Yakuza tattoos all
Uh-huh.
over his arms, and I was
still
like,
want that.
"That's- It's cool, but that's not Storm Shadow. That should be a new character, you know. But they come out with a classic looking Storm Shadow.
Well,
I'm
here's
like,
how I
"Alright,
look
cool."
at it. I still want that, because it seemed when Classified first came out, they kind of changed everybody a little bit differently according to that video game
Mhm.
that was supposed to come out. And I saw a sticker release that had them before everything was out, and that's where I saw all the
Yeah.
Yakuza tattoos and everything. So, like, I'm cool with that. Like, okay, that's your G.I. Joe version. Then they started listening to us and giving those retro looks and,
Yeah.
calling it Cobra Island and switching it up.
Yeah.
Now I think they're just like, screw it, we'll do everything. So
Yeah.
now that I've seen that Storm Shadow, I still want that one too.
Mhm.
And I'm way happy that they're giving us this one.
I'm perfectly
that was
happy with
cool.
the one that's coming. That and the one that we got from Amazon. Those will be my 2 Storm Shadows. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah,
Those
exactly.
are amazing. So yeah.
I saw a
then you had-
Ghostbusters pack. That was cool.
Yeah,
That
they're
is
gonna
cool.
sell you a freaking Proton pack.
I'll buy
Is
that
that
for
a
$350.
That's a HasLab too,
HasLab.
isn't it?
Yes.
Hopefully
Yeah.
that one does better than Cookie Monster did.
I think I saw a lot of positive stuff on that of people
That's cool.
like,
Who doesn't want
Grabbing
an Ecto pack? Yeah, I want one.
dude, if it has to. I mean, it kicks on with the lights. Like, I want it humming all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm always in for a good Hummer. We're good.
Yes,
Do it.
absolutely. So we had that. The Transformers was cool too. Have a lot coming out of there. My favorite out of Transformers was Kickback.
I like the
grasshopper
Galvatron
from the
I li-
Insecticons.
I like the purple see-through Galvatron. It's
Yes, the
almost
phasing.
there. It's very cool. Yeah.
Yes, the phasing
Very
one.
cool.
That's very awesome.
Yeah.
I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was really cool. I don't know what the hell Patton Oswalt was doing or some of their guests. Taboo was cool because he got to explain his heritage and talk about spirit and introduce him. And he's a big collector too. So
Cool.
that worked. Then you had Patton Oswalt come on and he didn't even know what the hell he was doing or the characters he was talking about. That's where I kind of feel like you're this huge company. You have this actor, give him the script, tell him what to say, and go with it. And instead, you make it look like that. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes, like, come on, like, what are we doing here? Like,
Well,
if you're trying to step away from all the San Diego Comic Cons and New York and like that, and have your own thing and this production, then do it.
Hasbro's not exactly known for great live action things, so that doesn't surprise me at all.
The 2 hosts in the middle were very annoying.
Yes.
Like that too. You know, they should have had just influencers, YouTubers, people like that talking about different areas real quick. Actually knowing what you're doing, you know?
Real talk though, the Star Wars group really needs new blood. I'm sorry, but Patrick he's not hacking it anymore. It's just, I think they're spread too thin. They're trying to handle too much with one small team. I think they need to branch off, make a couple of different teams to handle their different property or their different scales. Maybe they can focus.
Let all
more
those
that
guys
way.
keep doing 3 3/4 and bring in somebody new for Black Series.
So what they're saying is, if you listen to the Starlight Digest, Hasbro folks, which you do, or Disney folks, which you do, that we have a bunch of fellas here that would like to help you out on your next Pulse Con, HasCon, Mattel Con, PopCon, whatever the hell con you got. We're all here for you. These guys specifically. I'm just there to ride their coattails into the convention. So,
did you order anything?
I got the Filoni. I got the wolf.
Nice.
Yeah. Trapper Wolf is amazing. He's still available. How is he still available?
Is it really as of today?
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. No problems, no anything.
Yeah.
Did you guys use the app or did you use your computer?
Both.
Computer.
When I was at Disneyland, I used the app and it worked great. When I was at home, I used the computer. Yeah, worked great.
Yeah. I used a computer. It was never a problem. And I forgot about, as you see, it's still available. When I went in there, a lot of the stuff was still available. The Cantina and everything, I think. Like there was a lot of stuff still there. I was kind of shocked by that because, again, anything I've been pre-ordering lately, it hasn't been that easy. But I had to get it because of I got the Lucas, right?
Yes.
So I got to have a matching Filoni to go with Lucas. I think these might be the only 2 things I keep in a box.
Good.
I want to order a second one so I can open one up.
Yeah, it's like what's the as I'm saying, what's the point of taking them out, right? Because I'm not going to helmet either one of them ever, and unless I want them to shake hands or do nasty stuff for toy photography, I'm not.
I got to find a cowboy hat for Trapper Wolf there.
Oh man, he should have been a deluxe figure and came with a cowboy hat.
Don't give them ideas. Don't give them any idea. They will re-release his ass with a cowboy hat and charge us $10 more. Stop it.
I imagine if you get an Indiana Jones Black Series coming up, which I'm sure they'll do, right?
I'm sure.
More, right? Coming out soon. Take the
hope
Indiana
so.
Jones hat and put it on Filoni. Close enough.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Get rid of the Disney one.
Or
yeah, you would imagine.
Didn't they do it? Wasn't there a 6-inch version of the dude from Jurassic Park, Sam Neill's character? Doesn't he have a fedora?
That would work.
That's actually just released this week. So if you go check Target, you should be able to find that and do your little project.
Well, it was nice talking to you guys. I'll see you.
Yes.
Right?
Literally,
Oh,
it's probably
bring it.
hanging on the shelf tomorrow.
Because Mattel knows how to make it work.
Awesome.
Anyway, here we go bitching about toys again. Let's move on.
We're in the free realm right now. You can bitch about
That's true.
whatever you want to. Remember?
Did you guys watch Dune?
I'm almost through with it right now.
I hear
like
good
it.
things. I haven't turned it on yet.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I do hear a lot of stuff, and usually what I hear before it came out, or people pretending to know Dune and all this stuff, or whatever, they're all of a sudden huge fans, but they never heard of it before, or never said anything before. But how Lucas ripped it off in the book and all this stuff. It is very Star Warsy. It is. So if Star Wars is very Dune-y, so be it. But it is super Star Warsy. Like if you were to take it and just change a couple of the way they talk or say they're from, I would buy that it's in the Star Wars universe. Like it wouldn't even be a problem. Yeah, without a problem. So, but to that point, I like the cast. I think the cast is cool. You got so many DC, Star Wars, and Marvel people all bunched in together. It's pretty neat, you know.
Yeah.
You got Poe and you got Drax,
Aquaman.
It's rad, right?
Mary Jane. Yeah.
Oh, and you even got the singer from the Greatest Showman,
Hugh Jackman.
the lady that he goes out on tour with, or she goes on tours. You know,
Cool.
Did you not watch that?
Once.
I'm
not like you. I don't. You know,
I love
Greatest
that
Showman
movie.
was okay. I know.
Whatever. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, great cast, cool movie. Yeah, I'm in it.
Cool.
Aw.
Awesome. That's adorable.
What is that?
This is my new toy this week that I had to get because I saw it on display
Mhm.
and it was so cool. This is that Star Wars Bounty one, the one in the box.
Oh, it's the larger scale. Is it larger scale or is it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I had
What's
to
it
use
made-
a pram and everything. It's plastic.
Is it? Oh, all right.
Mm-hmm. It's a Hasbro.
Is it larger than the other ones or is it the same scale?
Should be same.
About same scale. Okay.
I believe so. Here, let me take them out.
Here, hold yours up. Hold yours. Yeah. Okay, sure.
Measure.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Totally the same scale.
Probably a little bit bigger. Totally.
We're
I think
so dumb.
All right. Yeah, we're done.
We're
done
so
for the day.
dumb.
Yeah, we're not done, but we're done for the day. We're at our hour. We are through. So let's go around the horn. Last thing, where can I find you, Scott?
Hey, you can find me at the Sarlacc Digest Central on Facebook. You can also find me on TikTok at tiktok.com/ Sarlacc Digest Podcast. I'm still doing my 1-minute toy review videos. We almost got 1,000 video hits on that X-Wing fighter I did the other day. So I'm actually kind of happy about that one. And I got called out. That was awesome. I love being called out. So, people think they know what they're talking about.
Did we get more subscribers on YouTube yet?
We are.
No. The answer is no. People, listen to me
The
now.
answer is no.
Tell your friends to subscribe to the Sarlacc Digest podcast on YouTube. All right, we're at like 330 subscribers for the last 3 freaking years. Let's get us up to 1,000.
We
like
try
next
the
week.
nice. We try the nice way, and now Chris goes for the aggressive.
Yeah,
tone. Maybe
nice
that'll
isn't
work.
working. Nice isn't working. Get off your ass. Tell your friends we're awesome. Let's get this thing going. All right, there we go.
Also, check us out, patreon.com/Sarlacc Digest Podcast. Please consider throwing us a couple of bucks a month. We really appreciate it. It all goes back into the production of this fine show. Right,
Give
Moocher?
us money.
Right, Moocher?
See, you can yell at him for that.
Yeah,
too.
I need medical bills paid.
Needs infection cleared up.
That rash of his.
All over his eyes. That's what happens when you eat ass. All right.
Oh my god. That's how you.
That's six triggers.
Yeah.
God,
That's how you get
Thanks
pink
for that.
eye.
That's how you get pink eye. All right. That's where we find Scott in all those places. And yes, Scott is our TikToker.
Oh, he
and
broke me.
broken. Ernie, where can we find you? All those lovely places.
You can find me with the Toy Migos every Thursday night, 8 p.m. for They're Not Dolls podcast on our YouTube channel, or at 5 p.m. Tuesdays with the Chat Migos, where we go over toys and everything like that. Please don't forget, if you like this and this is your first time tuning in, Chris isn't always the one hosting. We usually have Moocher, so
you can come back. It'll be
a little
better.
bit more, and we're missing
User-friendly.
Bootleg Joe. Right, yeah. Hit that
Oh.
thumbs up. Dang! Took himself out. Hit that
Jeez.
thumbs up.
That
Hit the
wasn't
bell for
cool.
notifications, hit all, and then go tell your friends all about us, just like Chris said. Let's get some more people in here. Share the Star Wars love. Go ahead.
You know that I went off the screen there, and I looked at the screen and saw two of you, and wondered who was missing. I'm like, did he take himself off? Where's Moose?
What happened? Where did everybody go?
Well, who dropped?
That was you, sir. Yes.
Oh, it was me. My bad.
Like we said, please go tell all your friends about us.
Yeah,
Please.
That's awesome.
It gets better, folks, but it doesn't get any
For
worse.
those of you being digested in the pit, please be sure to hit that thumbs up on your way out. Go share with a friend. This is available on all your favorite podcast networks as we do turn this into a podcast show, not only a live show. We can be found on the Red 5 Network, the Raw Live Unedited Podcasting Network, the RLU, otherwise known as. And bring your friends over next time. Let's make next Monday bring a friend to the show.
And
Let's
we're
do
going to
that.
be giving away artwork. We're going to be giving away a prize pack of all of my artwork from the convention a couple weeks ago, including a couple of pieces signed by Timothy Zahn, and the grand prize is going to be an autographed Ashley Eckstein poster. So
there you go.
Stay tuned.
Here.
We're going to be
Bring
giving
your
away
friends.
stuff. Share
Bring
it with your friends.
Not asking.
That's right.
I'm telling you. Do it.
Mervine wants to know, can he
Please.
just bump up his Patreon to $10, Chris?
Well, yes, you can,
Yeah.
but still tell your friends.
Yes, you
Okay.
may. That'd be great.
We challenge
tell your
every one
friends.
of you in the pit to copy that link and paste it on your account, whatever that account might be. Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Do it.
You can find us on all of those accounts too.
Yes, we can. And Mooch, where can we find you? Come back. Are you still doing a horror podcast or something?
No.
Damn.
And he's gone.
Hey, I watched the new Child's Play last night.
The
TV show?
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry.
No, not the TV show, the movie. I liked it.
Yeah, it was horrible.
I loved it.
There's a
Of course
movie
you
and a
did.
TV show.
I love the AI. It had nothing to do with Chucky at all. It was so
Exactly.
It was so
Don't call it Child's Play.
erase the Child's Play lore out of your head and watch this one separately. It's pretty cool.
Then,
Yeah, you
then
can.
they just should retitle it and call it something else, and
they
I'd be
should
perfectly
have.
happy.
They should have.
But-
They could have called it Buddy.
Yeah.
Right? Oh man.
I'm still on a Halloween Kills high, man. That movie was fantastic.
Oh, you loved Halloween Kills. I don't know why I thought you didn't like it.
Oh no.
Because
My
everybody
God.
else is complaining
Brutal,
about
man.
it. So
I
Oh
loved
no,
it.
my brother-in-law loved it. I'm all, oh, that's funny. I said Marco hated it. That's really odd.
No, go
you
change that. Call him right now and change it. I can't
I'll
have that
tell
out there.
Change
Hold
my
on,
vote.
Brandon, Marco said he liked it and he misses you a lot. Okay,
Yeah.
boom, done.
There you go.
All right. Can we find you anywhere, Marco?
Just here. I'll
Okay.
be back next Monday, guys.
Are you sure? Because it ran great.
No, I'll write the ship next time. Don't worry, Pitt. It's all coming back full circle. But I do want to say thank you, Chris, for spearheading this, and thank you, Scott and Ernie, for doing
Putting
this
up with
without me and putting up with Chris and everything. But yeah,
It was
like,
rough.
share,
Rough.
follow. We're gonna do like Scott said, a liking challenge and a sub challenge to get those high prizes, because Ashley Eckstein's autograph is not cheap.
no, it's not
And,
cheap.
It's
and
not.
we
No.
want to give it away. So
Yeah.
Because you're awesome. And you're going to find 5 friends to bring them back here and follow us. And you're going to tell them we love them.
And
There
they're
we
going to
go.
find 5 friends, and you're going to find 5 friends. Let's talk pyramid here.
And then we're going to move over to my OnlyFans, and we're going to start that one over there too. Okay?
baby steps. Yes.
I got pretty feet. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Until next time, guys. Scott.
Keep it nerdy, everybody.